Hello YouTube, this is Hunter Surge. This is an impromptu video. I was planning on today's video being my Rhinosat Cryovern deck profile, but we're probably pushing that off for tomorrow. So basically, what this is going to be it is 7:03 p.m. On Tuesday night, the 17th. We are starting a casual webcam tournament, weekly webcam tournament, in the official Elestrals Discord in about a half hour. So I had an idea. I was like, hey, what if to these casual turns, I'm probably just going to be like trying out new ideas at them. And it's like, what if I just do like a little tournament report thing? Beginning of the event, I show you my deck. There's no sideboard. And then in between each round, I just get on camera and I show you, I tell you about my round and how it went. So today I am trying out a concept I came to after the premier webcam tournament, because DLs, the Solar player who made top cut, something I noticed when I looked through all the Solar lists, and something I noticed when I played him in round 1 and was his only Swiss loss, was that Temple of the Sun was pretty good. Temple of the Sun helps a lot of the Solar guys hit the important stat thresholds that they're just short of reaching. Like when I played Solar Artifacts in my first week of Claw Me Baby, I even noticed this problem with Heliolith. Card's crazy strong, but 5/5 stat line kind of sucks. It doesn't actually beat over any of the 5s. So it needs a tiny bit more to get there. And Temple of the Sun provides that. So I could be running Jolton in here. Depending on how this goes, I might try Jolton in the future. But the concept is basically, okay, this is a basic like Solar good stuff stack using Temple of the Sun and seeing if maybe that's a difference maker. So we're running as 2s, we're running Full of Pharaohs and Heliolith. Heliolith I know is really strong. Full of Pharaohs, I'm a big believer in. I want to try out. It's a really nice stat line. Its back row removal is really, really powerful. Just all around pretty good card. Then we've got Lumaru, of course. He's 5/2. He's 5. Cypremel hits a 5 when we have him on Temple of the Sun, and he's a really good way of ensuring that we're able to keep board presence, because they have to go through him once with Golden Fleece, and that makes it a lot easier to send into our bigger guys. Calfmel, really good healing card. I like Calfmel a lot, and if we can get to a 4/5 with Temple of the Sun, that's really good. P-Gleam is a really nice way to like just threaten any attack position thing. Just comes down, it's going to knock it down to 0. There's a few things that it had awkward situations with, because it'd be like, okay, it targets down a Spectaris or a Viscerus, knocks them down to 0. They're still getting +1 from their ability. And P-Gleam is only 1 attack. However, if we have it under Temple of the Sun, it is now 2 attack. So that helps resolve a lot of that issue. Then we just have some good stuff, guys. We have 3 Eddie, 2 Spectaris, the 3 Temple of the Sun, 2 Golden Fleece for the Cypremel, 3 Ambrosia. We have Laurels and Cryoblast as our removal. Cryoblast over Earthquake might be incorrect. I'm not sure. I want to try Cryoblast first and see how comfortable I am with this number of Solar Spirits. And then we can move to Earthquake if we feel that that's something we can comfortably do. I feel like it probably is, but I want to try Cryoblast first. And then standard counter rune lineup: 3 Gorgon's Gaze, 3 PTA, 3 Tsunami. Then we have the 12 Luminate for all our Solar stuff. We have the 4 Leviathan for the Eddies and the Tsunamis, 2 Flare Mines for our 2 Cryoblasts, and 2 Owloons for the 2 Spectaris. Alright, I will see you guys after round 1, and I'll tell you how it goes. Alright, round 1 just wrapped. I went up against Earth Nexus, round 1. Was not expecting to have to do that matchup right away, which really hurt, because I set a Laurels turn 1 before I knew what he was on as a bluff, because I had no counter runes. I was like, I saw Earth, and I was like, oh no, that's not great. That's not good for me. But went okay. I won. It was a very low to the ground game. I burned through my Solars a bit faster than I should have. I should have been burning some of my other spirits, so I need to work on the spirit management there. But it felt solid enough. Your stats, like, I was able to stick Temple of the Sun. He got over it once with Foloi. Then I put down another and didn't let Equilink stick long enough to get rid of it again. which was really, really important. Calf Mel came in clutch. Such a good card. Such a good card. And being at 4/5 meant it was hitting the stat threshold I really needed it to be hitting, which is really, really, really important. Yeah, it felt good. It felt pretty solid, if a bit low to the ground, a bit like kind of depending on top decks, which like the Ascents don't necessarily help with. My Sippermole got shielded, unfortunately, and I like really feel that like maybe I should have not attacked with the Sippermole, because I had Pharaohs in hand. If I could stick that Pharaohs and start clearing that back row, that would have been really, really, really strong. Like with Temple of the Sun up, even with Demeter, he can't really get over that. Like it would, if it's a defense full of Pharaohs, even the Crab Moss Station with Demeter Ruff can't get over. So that's something I should have gone for. But yeah, it felt pretty solid round one. I'll see you after the next round. So unexpectedly, my round 2 was against A-Drive, so that was on stream. So you can go check that out on A-Drive's live stream of his casual tournament run, if you want to. Again, the deck was very low to the ground. It didn't feel like it was super strong, but like it was just good stuffs. The stat lines were just enough over the edge. Yeah, it felt that way again this round. Like Half Mouse being 4/5, Lumaroo's being 6/3. Sippermole's, I didn't see Sippermole at all that game, so that one didn't really come in, but yeah. It was just like good stuff. I saw every copy of Tsunami against him when he was playing Rock and a Hard Place, so that was an experience. But yeah. Deck is cool. Temple of the Sun is definitely doing the thing like I'm expecting it to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to playing flashy decks like Rhino's deck. That doesn't feel like as good as I wish it did. But yeah, the stat lines are like proving to be good enough, and I really do think that Temple of the Sun might be like the difference maker. First off, of the tournament, it doesn't really tell you a whole lot about the deck, because like it was just, oh, turn 3 my opponent dropped Chronodile with Design and trying on me, and my only way to out that is to draw into the Helolith, and we don't draw into the Helolith before we die. So like there's just not a whole lot you can actually do about that. Maybe you want to carry like first line in the sideboard, so that you can go in a scenario like that, you can go, okay, I'm always going to hit I'm going to be more likely to hit the Helolith. But yeah, doesn't tell you a whole lot about the quality of the main board, that loss. Just wrapped my final round. I was against 5s, and I did not see any Temple of the Sun, which meant my stat lines were just not good enough to compete with 5s. So like my final conclusion is that like, Temple of the Sun definitely does help. But like you are super reliant on it to make your stat lines good. And into like Lavalith, you're going to struggle a lot, even with the Temple of the Sun build. So like Temple of the Sun is kind of the sauce that like makes your solar stat lines good, but like the solar stuff still isn't like good enough independently. And unfortunately, I never went into any of my Ascensions, so I might just have to cut those. Go for some more traditional stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Solar is really there yet, but Temple of the Sun is definitely a piece of the puzzle to make it like decent rogue at the very least.